Take a moment just to think about what's blue
and about what's pink.
Now meet you. She's only 2. She can walk, kinda talk, and has so much in life to do.
She's young, but she'll be a mum.
With a husband and daughter too.
And it's all planned out in front of her.
Because that's just what all girls do.
By 5, you is a dirty girl. But that's okay. That is allowed. They call you Tomboy, your mum and dad. And it's a nickname you wear just like a badge.
You play in mud, you pick up sticks. You're a little tomboy, the name really fits.
But the problem with tomboys and the use of the word is that along with the passing of time, its acceptance is blurred. And while it's perfect and true to be proud of while you're young, all the girls they have their fun.
But soon they grow, and they come anew.
And then there's no tomboy label left for you. Suddenly she is she, no in between, no nicknames left.
Unless they're mean.
You is 13, and things aren't like they'd been. Other girls are all changing, evolving, enslaving themselves to the rhythm that is to be woman. But you is a dirty girl, and so your female friends are few. And of course you don't know why until one day when a boy you knew, he makes you cry because he tells the truth, with just 4 little words.
Shave your legs, dude.
Now it's not girls' faults when they don't know who to be or how they're supposed to grow.
Because some are more aware of what's showing on their screens, or of their mums, or of their sisters, or of the girls in magazines.
But others are like Dirty Girl and just want to be who they have been.
But in a society of pink and blue, not green, there is no in between.
In a society of heads engulfing in the clouds, breathing in the smokes of the stories about what is and isn't allowed, stories of the boys and of the girls and how their differences are profound.
And when Pink does something as simple as let her leg hairs grow out,
trust me, that's not something anyone wants to know about. There's a brick deep in your stomach for your next 7 years of teens. Who knew one comment could make you realize a whole world you hadn't seen? A world where boys and girls are different with no middle ground between. And high school is a danger zone when you're scared of who you'll be if you let your guard drop for just a moment.
If you laugh a little loud,
or raise your voice too many times,
or if your breasts bust out your buttons,
or if it's too flat underneath,
or if you have too many opinions,
or not enough to even compete.
And if the boys think you're too fat,
or if they think you're too petite.
Yes, you're just scared of who you'll be.
And suddenly 18s come around and high school's in the past.
And you're breathing a new air where women are allowed to be
themselves, to be more free, and just maybe there is a green. But all you can think about is the fact that it's a better world to be. Because it's a world where you can dress the way you need, do your hair, do your makeup, make you feel like you can breathe, like you can fit into this universe of girls who are real she's. Your battle with your body has been a roller coaster of sorts, a writhing knot deep in your stomach that loosens only with blank thoughts, a roaring fire that crackles away in the depths of your own brain, never quiet and never darkened, feasting on the oxygen of your pain. And from the deepest parts of youth, those thoughts they start to come to view, crashing waterfalls of misperception, eroding all the ideas you had of you. Femininity is just a game, but the entire population is playing. Every game piece inching closer to an unobtainable finish line.
Entering mini-games to determine who is more, but who is most.
Girls placed on a scale of the lowest to highest of hope. As children, we look up to who we will be and grow into. And it takes a long time to realize when the game's just not for you.
But it's not just as simple as letting your playing cards all fold.
Because that crackling fire in your brain, it smolders on amongst the coals. And you, little dirty girl, you are nearing 21.
And this gender game is scary and not really all that fun.
But if you want to keep on playing, moving your pieces forwards and back, then the first move I recommend is cutting yourself some slack. Not every monster is like that boy you knew back at 13, because the most dangerous of the monsters is the one that's dancing through your dream.
Because kids, they can be mean, but our own minds, they can be cruel.
And the most feminine thing of all is not playing yourself a fool. So hello you, do not forget.
You are strong and you are dangerous.
Yet you are also delicate.
But that's not because your mum or dad or anyone else said you had to be. It's because that's what you decided. when you decided you are she.
Lean for me and I'll fall back. You'll fit so nicely, you'll keep me